In the savannah no death is without me. Every end is the beginning of another life. The line between life and death is measured in milliseconds. One runs for a meal, the other for its life. Here life and death are locked in a dance that never ceases. Welcome to the African savannah, the wild heart of the planet. Some 1.5 million wildebeest, 250,000 zebra, and countless Thompson's gazelles embark on an extraordinary journey. The greatest migration on Earth. They travel nearly 2,000 miles across a perilous landscape of cracked savannas, treacherous rivers and steep escarpments. Every step forward is a battle against nature itself. Crocodiles wade in the murky waters. Predators stalk the tall grasses. Yet despite the dangers, the herds press on. Ahead lies the Masai Mara, where green pastures promise renewal. This is one of the great spectacles of the earth. A perfect rhythm of life woven by the hand of creation. In this perpetual cycle, the wildebeest, zebra and gazelle sustain a kingdom of predators. They feed the 3,000 to 4,000 lions that dominate the Serengeti Mara ecosystem. Each year, as many as 250,000 wildebeest and 60,000 zebra are killed by lions, while exhaustion, disease and drowning claim thousands more. The lion, second in size only to the Siberian tiger, is Africa's most formidable predator. But even the so-called king does not hunt alone. The lion relies on teamwork. A pride typically of 10 to 15 moves with calculated precision. The lionesses lead the hunt. Agile, intelligent and strategic. They target the weak, the young or the isolated. The males, their golden manes burning in the sun, serve a different purpose. The protectors of the pride. Their thunderous roars can carry for 5 miles. Warning rivals to stay clear. I'm a rat, I'm a rat, I'm a rat. I'm a rat, I'm a rat. I'm a rat. I'm a rat. But even kings have rivals. And for the lion, none is more formidable than the spotted hyena. Often misunderstood as mere scavengers, hyenas are in fact masterful hunters, responsible for 60 to 75% of their own kills. With remarkable coordination, they can bring down prey many times their own size. According to a 2024 report from Serengeti National Park, hyenas and other predators account for about a quarter of all wildebeest deaths during the migration. Their most powerful weapon is their jaw. The strongest of any land carnivore, generating a crushing force of nearly 1,100 pounds per square inch, almost double the bite force of a male lion. But hyenas are not just hunters. They are nature's cleanup crew, consuming carcasses before disease can spread. Above these plains another world stirs. Life thrives not only on the ground but also in the sky. Over 500 species of birds soar across the Serengeti. Each plays a unique role in the tapestry of this vast ecosystem. Among them, one silhouette stands out. The marabou stork, large, silent and unmistakable. With a wingspan of nearly 10 feet, it is the largest land bird in Africa. A fitting title for a creature cloaked in black and white, with pale legs and a hunched posture. But its role is far from grim. It is nature's sanitation squad. The marabou stork gathers near wetlands, grasslands and the carcasses of hunts, feeding on what others leave behind. The Serengeti is but one chapter in the greater story of the tropical savanna. Within this vast landscape lies another wonder: the central Zambesian Miombo woodlands. Stretching across Zambia, Zimbabwe, Angola and Mozambique, it forms one of the largest and most diverse ecosystems in southern Africa. Here giant hardwoods, Brachystegia and Julbernardia, reach for the sky. Their broad canopies shelter thousands of species that live in their shade. Beneath them, resilient grasses and shrubs endure long, hot dry seasons and sudden torrential rains. In the open woodlands of the Miombo, a giant figure moves among the trees. The African savanna elephant, a gentle giant, roams the vast plains. They are the largest land animals on Earth. Some stand over 13 feet tall and weigh more than 7 tons. But beyond their immense size, these elephants are the silent architects of the wild. Their presence brings life to the savanna. Yet even giants face peril. Since 2021, the African savanna elephant has been listed as an endangered species. However, there is hope. Conservation efforts across the Miombo have begun to turn the tide. According to a 2023 WWF report, some 50,000 elephants now roam the wilds of Zambia and Zimbabwe. The forests and grasslands of the Miombo are also home to one of Africa's most skillful predators, the African wild dog. The master hunters of the savannah. With a hunting success rate of up to 80%. They outperform both lions and hyenas. For them, each hunt is more than a mere chase. It is a flawless display of coordination and intelligence. The pack numbers from 10 to 40 individuals. Each plays a specific role in the hunt. Together they exhaust their prey, bringing down animals many times their own size. However, their impact extends far beyond the hunt. By controlling herbivore populations, wild dogs protect the vegetation and help maintain the delicate balance of the savanna ecosystem. But the survival of these hunters is by no means guaranteed. Diseases from domestic animals, loss of genetic diversity, and human persecution have pushed their numbers to dangerous lows. Today only about 6,000 remain across Africa, with just 500 to 600 surviving in the Miombo, according to a 2023 IUCN report. Leaving behind the dry forests and golden plains of the Miombo, the journey moves west, to a land where forest and savanna meet in harmony. This is the Guinean forest-savanna mosaic. It stretches across Guinea, Sierra Leone, Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana and Togo. As the dry season grips the land, the roan antelope begins its arduous journey for survival. As of 2024, their population here is estimated at around 8,000. With their pale brown coats and long curved horns, they create elegant silhouettes against the hot glowing sky. The adaptability of this antelope is remarkable. It feeds on a wide variety of grasses and shrubs, even those that most other animals refuse to touch. A born opportunist, the leopard's menu is as varied as the landscape itself. Antelopes, primates and birds are all within its sights. Each hunt is a blend of patience and precision. With an explosive burst of speed up to 35 miles per hour, it lunges forward, its jaws locking around the victim's neck in a swift, decisive takedown. But even this master of stealth faces growing danger. According to a 2023 Panthera report, only about 2,500 leopards remain across the Guinean forest. Savannah mosaic. Among these survivors is one of Africa's rarest icons. The Grevy's zebra, a symbol of vitality in the most arid lands. With only about 2,800 individuals remaining as of 2023. According to the Grevy's Zebra Trust, it is now the rarest zebra on Earth. Its sleek black and white stripes are narrower than its cousins, and its large rounded ears are fine-tuned for the heat, improving hearing while helping to cool the body. The Grevy's zebra has mastered the art of scarcity. They can survive for days without drinking, drawing moisture from dry grasses, and traveling great distances to hidden water holes. Amidst the arid bushlands, where the earth cracks under temperatures near 104 degrees Fahrenheit, a small battered fox quietly exists. Its oversized ears stand erect like living antennae, searching for the faintest whispers beneath the ground. They pick up the sound of burrowing termites, of moving ants. When the sun finally dips below the horizon, the battered fox awakens. It hunts by sound alone, feeding primarily on termites, which make up nearly 80% of its diet. In this same rugged landscape, another nocturnal figure moves, the striped hyena. A silent wanderer. With its pale gray striped coat and powerful forelegs, it moves over the rocky ground and thorny bushes, as if sculpted from the terrain itself. Oh no no. When food becomes scarce and water disappears, the struggle for survival intensifies. Here every drop of water is precious. Amidst the scattered bushes and sun-scorched grasses, where the earth is cracked with thirst, an elegant and resilient creature stands its ground, the Girnut. Unlike other grazers, the Jarapa can stand on its hind legs, reaching nearly 6.2 feet high, to pluck leaves far beyond the reach of its competitors. Its body regulates its metabolism, conserves heat and saves energy with incredible precision. Under the same unforgiving sun, another antelope endures. The East African oryx. Larger, stronger, and more defiant, it stands like a sentinel of the desert. It can survive for weeks, even months, without a single drop of water. It feeds mostly after dark, minimizing water loss through respiration and sweat. According to a 2023 report by the United Nations Environment Programme, this remarkable animal can even draw moisture from dry leaves. Unlike many animals that seek shade, the oryx possesses a rare gift: the power to self-regulate its body temperature. What makes the oryx a true icon of resilience is not just its endurance but its courage. When threatened by predators like lions or cheetahs, it does not flee. It stands and fights. Its horns, nearly 33 inches long, are lethal weapons capable of piercing a predator's hide. The Somali conifer region is not just a sanctuary for ungulates. It is a stronghold for some of the largest birds on Earth. Among them, two iconic residents stand tall. The common and the Somali ostrich, shaping the rhythm of life across this sun-baked savanna. Reaching heights of up to 9 feet and weighing around 340 pounds. The ostrich is the largest living bird today. According to a 2023 study by the United Nations Environment Programme, ostriches can survive for several days without drinking water. Their bodies are masterpieces of desert engineering, minimizing water loss through respiration and excretion. Although flightless ostriches have unparalleled speed, capable of reaching 40 miles per hour, and sustaining a pace of 35 miles per hour over long distances. Surrounding Lake Victoria, the Victoria Basin Forest, Savannah mosaic forms a vast natural Noah's Ark. This is the largest freshwater lake in Africa, a source of life for millions of creatures. From migratory birds to the people who live along its shores. The climate is cyclical with short rains followed by long drawn-out dry seasons. And in this fragile balance is the last refuge of a vanishing giant. The Rothschild's giraffe. As of 2024, according to the Giraffe Conservation Foundation, only about 800 individuals remain in the wild. Their pale cream coats are dotted with dark brown patches that stop at their legs, distinguishing them from all other giraffe species. Atop their heads are 5 ossicones. Small horn-like structures that are rare even among giraffes. A silent crown for one of Africa's most graceful survivors. more than just a towering silhouette on the grasslands. The Rothschild's giraffe is the silent gardener of the savannah. That light awakens life. Grasses and understory plants in turn feed countless species. Its value extends beyond ecology. It is a bridge between humans and the wild. These gentle giants attract tourists from around the world, fostering ecotourism that provides livelihoods for local communities. On the vast savannas of the Victoria Basin, the topee antelope moves like a warrior born of the grasslands. Its reddish-brown coat is interspersed with dark patches along its legs and face. A master of camouflage built for speed, the taupe can sprint up to 43 miles per hour. Its long legs carry it beyond predators like lions and cheetahs. But during the breeding or migratory season, these herds swell to hundreds, moving as a single vigilant and united mass. In this unforgiving world, a giant stands its ground, the white rhinoceros. The largest of the rhinos, reaching 13 feet in length and weighing up to 2.5 tons. Second only to the elephant, it is one of Earth's greatest land giants. Its defining feature, a thick curved pair of horns made of keratin, is both its weapon and its curse. A male's front horn can grow up to 5 feet long and weigh nearly 9 pounds. But that beauty has made it a prime target for poachers. At the end of the 19th century, only 20 white rhinos remained in the wild. However, through more than a century of tireless conservation, their numbers have recovered to nearly 18,000 by 2023. The white rhino's wide, square mouth is a perfect natural design for grazing. Each day it consumes up to 260 pounds of grass. by clearing paths for light and space. These giants create room for other plants and animals to thrive. Most of the remaining white rhinos now roam in protected reserves, like Kruger and Kaligati. But the rhino story is not just one of survival against nature. It is also a fight against humanity. According to the Save the Rhino Foundation, in 2022 more than 450 individuals were killed in a single year. On the vast grasslands of southern Africa, another icon of the savannah endures, the plains zebra. An essential thread in nature's grand design, it plays a vital role in keeping these ecosystems vibrant and balanced. Its black and white stripes are a masterpiece of natural art. Each pattern is as unique as a fingerprint. In large herds, those stripes merge into a shimmering illusion. As of 2023, some 300,000 plains zebra roam the plains of southern Africa. Each consumes about 30 pounds of grass daily. Thanks to their ability to digest coarse fibrous plants, they control invasive grasses and make way for new life to sprout. The blue wildebeest, famous for its epic migrations across East Africa, is just as prolific in the south. By 2023, nearly 1.2 million of them roamed the temperate savannas of southern Africa. With its slate-gray coat shimmering with a blue sheen in the sun, and its gracefully curved horns sweeping back, the wildebeest is a symbol of resilience. Each wildebeest consumes about 33 pounds of grass daily, preventing overgrowth and renewing the plains with fresh shoots. Alongside them, another giant moves, the eland. Standing nearly 6 feet tall and weighing up to a ton, it is the largest antelope on Earth. Its tan coat and long spiraled horns over 2 feet long make it both majestic and unmistakable. Despite its immense size, the eland is surprisingly agile, capable of sprinting up to 25 miles per hour to escape predators. In the grand story of the savannah, these giants are not just survivors. They are the keepers of the balance. The eland prefers open grasslands, vast spaces where food is plentiful and movement is free. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, as of 2023, the eland population across Africa remains stable at around 136,000 individuals. Leaving behind the dry grasslands of the temperate savannah, the journey now leads us into a world shaped by water. The flooded savannah. Grasslands and earth disappear under rising floodwaters, giving way to shimmering marshes, temporary lakes and endless plains. In this ever-changing world, adaptation becomes a way of life, a constant dance between instinct and the transformative forces of nature. This vast wetland, known as the Sud, is home to tens of thousands of hippos. According to the Worldwide Fund for Nature, about 40,000 individuals inhabit these waters, one of the largest hippo populations on Earth. The hippo, the third largest land mammal after the elephant and the white rhino, can weigh up to 3,300 pounds. But hippos are not just aquatic giants. They play a crucial role in shaping both water and land. The Sud is not just a sanctuary for mammals. It is also a refuge for hundreds of migratory bird species. The seasonal rains transform the region into a vibrant corridor, attracting travelers from across the continent. According to BirdLife International, Over 400 bird species have been recorded here, including many that are now in global decline. Another prominent resident is the African spoonbill. Found across marshes and shallow lakes. These birds thrive where water is plentiful. With its snow-white plumage and long flattened bill, the spoonbill hunts not by sight but by touch. Its bill sweeps rhythmically through the shallow waters. With a wingspan of over 3 feet, they glide effortlessly over the wetlands, moving in graceful flocks that enhance safety and foraging success. Each rainy season water from upstream floods the grasslands and bush, breathing life back into an ecosystem ready for renewal. Trees, reeds, and aquatic grasses sprout in dense emerald clusters, greening the land. Here in this kingdom of water and light, one predator reigns supreme. The Nile crocodile. Up to 18 feet long and weighing up to 1,650 pounds. Armed with raw muscle, unshakable patience, and a steel-like grip, the Nile crocodile is both feared and respected. When the dry season arrives and the waters recede, the crocodiles retreat into shrinking pools, conserving energy, waiting for the rains to return. However, these ancient reptiles are not just ruthless predators. They are guardians of the balance. Each year more than 200,000 birds return to the Nile Delta, a crucial stopover for migratory species. Among them, one bird stands out. The greater flamingo, the largest of its family. As temperatures and water levels change in spring and autumn, the flamingos leave the arid lands, journeying to the flooded fields of the Nile Delta. Here they find safety, abundant food, and a place to raise the next generation. Standing over 4 feet tall with a wingspan of nearly 5.2 feet, the greater flamingo moves with unparalleled grace. The flamingo's hue, a soft pink born from a diet rich in carotenoid pigments, starts as a pale white and deepens over time. Their migration is more than just survival. It is a ritual of renewal. In great flocks of up to thousands, they protect one another. Once one of the largest lakes on Earth, today the waters of Lake Chad fluctuate between 1,350 and 1,500 square miles depending on the season. This belt of flooded grassland remains one of the most important ecosystems of the Sahel. The African buffalo roams freely on the flooded grasslands surrounding Lake Chad, an area where green pastures end. According to a 2024 report by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, about 50,000 buffalo inhabit this region. Weighing up to 1,500 pounds and nearly 11 feet long, the African buffalo is a symbol of strength and resilience. When moving together, their numbers can exceed 200. A living wall of muscle and determination. However, even these giants must adapt to the rhythm of the land. As the dry season depletes the wetlands, the herds move driven by instinct. Beyond sheer power, the buffalo plays a vital role in maintaining the ecological balance around Lake Chad. By grazing on large areas, they prevent overgrowth. in the flooded landscapes of the Zambesian region. Another large herbivore dominates the wetlands, the waterbuck. Weighing from 400 to 600 pounds and standing over 3 feet tall. It ranks among the largest antelopes in southern Africa. Dependent on moisture and lush vegetation, they avoid the arid plains, staying close to their environment's lifeblood. When danger strikes, when lions or hyenas close in, the waterbuck plunges into the water. Instantly the river becomes its shield. And prancing across this watery kingdom, crowned in gold, is one of Africa's most striking birds, the gray-crowned crane. Graceful yet resilient, the crane has mastered the rhythm of the rising and falling waters. Its long legs carry it through the flooded fields. When the rains return, the Zambesian grasslands burst back to life. This is the moment the gray-crowned cranes had been waiting for. After months of migration, they return in graceful flocks. As dusk settles over the Serengeti Savannah, the thunderous roar of an adult male lion echoes through the air, evoking a sense of absolute dominance. That sound is not just a territorial declaration, but a powerful assertion of the presence of one of nature's icons, of strength and balance. With a muscular body weighing between 280 and 420 pounds, and a body length of up to 8 feet, the Serengeti lion lives and thrives in an ecosystem that is both harsh and diverse. The landscape of short grasslands, sparse bushlands, and wide open spaces creates an ideal habitat for this big cat. In the Cheetah region, thanks to relentless conservation efforts, The lion population has shown signs of recovery. The lion prides on the southeastern plains often have a well-defined social structure, with a common size of 10 to 15 individuals. Although they can sometimes reach 20 or 30 members. A typical pride consists of 1 or 2 dominant males, along with several adult females and their cubs. The females are primarily responsible for hunting and caring for the young, while the males protect the territory and the pride from potential threats. Living in a pride not only increases hunting efficiency, but also ensures better defense against other lion prides, or competitors like hyenas. However, living in a pride structure also entails frequent conflicts, not only with external enemies, but also among individuals of the same species. A dominant male lion can control a very large territory, and often uses his roar to mark his presence, a sound that can be heard from up to 5 miles away. Fights for leadership among males are often fierce, and directly affect the preservation of a strong gene pool, and the survival of the entire pride. As the only big cat with social behavior, the lion has developed complex, cooperative hunting tactics to maximize its chances of success.